And that means we're up to the number one song in the USA on American Top 40. It's by a band whose lead singer was recently booed when he tried singing in an LA karaoke bar. It wasn't long ago that this band was filming a video in Los Angeles. They were working in a warehouse near downtown L.A. on the edge of the area known as Little Tokyo. During a break, the band's lead singer, Mark McGrath, decided it would be fun to go over to one of the nearby karaoke bars, get up on stage, and sing along to dozens of hits. There were a lot of people in the club, and after watching a string of would-be singers try their luck with hits by the Beach Boys, Mariah Carey, and Sammy Davis Jr., Mark decided he'd show them how it was done. He leaped up on stage, grabbed the mic, punched up a Sinatra classic, and started to do his best Sinatra imitation. Or at least what Mark thought was his best Sinatra imitation. Unfortunately, the crowd didn't agree. After just a few seconds of singing, Mark started hearing some rude sounds coming from the audience. He says, quote, "I couldn't believe it. I was doing Sinatra, and I bombed. The regulars were booing me off the stage." But was he humiliated? Not at all. As band guitarist Rodney Shepherd says, quote, "That's what we like about Mark. He doesn't just sit there and look good. He'll do stuff that's completely unflattering." And this week, the singer with no fear is once again standing in the spotlight. Only this time, no one's booing. That's because he's singing the biggest hit in the land. At number one for a second week in a row, here's Every Morning by Mark McGrath and Sugar Ray.
Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. American Top 40.
Hi, this is Casey Kasem. Well, their first two times on AT40, the band Sugar Ray went all the way. The guys hit number one with Fly and Every Morning. Now the question is, can they go 3 for 3? They have one of the hottest songs at the moment, climbing from number 10 to number 6 last week, Someday. Follow Sugar Ray's progress as we count down all the biggest hits in the USA on American Top 40 from AM/FM radio networks. And that means we're up to the number one song in the USA. It's by a band whose lead singer found himself surrounded by police cars for driving too fast in a golf cart. It's something that happened while his band was on tour as an opening act for the group Sugar Ray. At one of the tour stops, the two bands were staying at a resort hotel overlooking a sprawling golf course. After the show, the lead singer of this group, Steve Harwell, and fellow lead singer from Sugar Ray, Mark McGrath, found themselves with a lot of energy to blow off. And looking out their window, suddenly they noticed a long line of golf carts. All those carts? All that grass. They snuck down to the golf course where Mark, who had worked as a caddy, showed Steve how to start a golf cart without a key. And the next thing they knew, they were off, hooting and hollering, driving the golf carts all over the neatly manicured course. Well, one of the resort employees noticed the carts zooming around the course. He thought they were being stolen, so he called the police. And about 10 minutes later, just about every police car in town showed up. They chased the carts around for a while until they surrounded them, and then they placed Steve and Mark under arrest. It took their managers a while to explain that the two singers were actually guests at the hotel, and they meant no harm. They agreed to pay for all the damages to the course and the carts, and not to ever do it again. These are the hottest hits in the USA. Sugar Ray's latest hit was Born on the Road. That was back when the band was touring for their second album called Floored. Singer Mark McGrath says, quote, "Rodney came up with this guitar lick when we were in Houston, and I immediately had this melody in my head." Here's Sugar Ray at number 8 with the finished version of that song, Someday.
Someday, when my life has passed me by,
rising a notch to number 10 is the band Sugar Ray. Lead singer Mark McGrath says his most precious possession is his 1968 Cadillac. What's so special about it? Well, Mark says, quote, "The elegance, class, and unnecessary hugeness of it all." And he goes on to say, "It also holds a special memory for me because when I was little, my grandma used to take me for rides in it to get ice cream." unquote. Here's caddy lover Mark McGrath and Sugar Ray with Falls Apart.
Number 38.
Slipping 3 notches is Sugar Ray. Lead singer Mark McGrath says there's a certain carefree vibe he was going for on their current CD 1459. Quote, I'm the guy driving the truck singing the songs on the radio. I wanted to capture that mood and put it on a record, unquote. With one of those sing-along songs, here's Sugar Ray with Falls Apart.
Number 17.
Moving up 2 notches is Uncle Cracker, who asked label mate Mark McGrath of Sugar Ray for a little help when he shot the video for Follow Me. Mark said, sure, I'll do it, and did a cameo as a frustrated mechanic listening to this tune on the car radio. Tomorrow on America's Top Hits, a hit by Sugar Ray, a band once told by a palm reader that one hit was the best they'd ever do. I'm Kasem.
American Top 40.
My man Mark McGrath, who resides in the Hollywood Hills, is the lead singer, of course, of Sugar Ray. Probably upset I just revealed where he lives. He's already taken a stab at television. You know, he's the anchor of the entertainment show Extra. This fall, he joins the cast of Charmed for a good chunk of the season. Wonder if he's going to be a good witch or a bad witch. We'll find out. Mark McGrath, Sugar Ray, Fly on AT40.
America's Top Hits.
This week, back in 1997, one of the top hits in the USA was by Sugar Ray, a band once told by a palm reader that one hit was the best they'd ever do. It began when the girlfriend of the band's guitarist went to see a psychic. The Swami examined the young woman's palm. He told her she was dating a musician, which was true. Then the psychic told her that her boyfriend's band would have one hit and one hit only. Well, when she told that to the band, they made a pledge. They weren't going to let it come true. Eventually, they had that one hit the psychic had predicted. After that, they were supposed to fade away. But they refused to give up. And in the end, they proved the psychic wrong with a string of hits. This week, back in 1997, Sugar Ray had one of the top hits in the USA with their song, Fly.
All around the world, statues crumble for me. Who knows how long I've loved you? The hits from coast to coast.
These are the hottest hits of the week. Back in 1999, one of the hottest hits was by Sugar Ray, a band who appeared on the season finale of the animated series American Dad. They played themselves, performing their hit Fly at a spring break party. Here's Sugar Ray with their song Someday.
Just close your eyes and I'll take you there. This place is warm without a care. American Top 20.
Did you know having a pet can actually help you live longer? It's true. PetSmart Charities helps people and pets by bringing them together. With 3,400 adoption partners nationwide, PetSmart Charities helps to save a homeless pet's life every minute. That's more than 3 million pets and counting. Improve the quality of life for both you and a homeless pet. Visit a PetSmart Charities Adoption Center today. You'll find one inside your neighborhood PetSmart. Be better together.